to respond until Monday. Um, Not that I don't love you, but I gotta have my family time. When I first started teaching, I didn't have children. And in fact, I didn't have kids for the first 10 years of my career. So I was a workaholic, and I did take stuff home, and I did grade stuff, and I stayed late into the evening and graded, but I don't do that anymore because I'm a mom. Just one of those things. I had to draw a line at some point, especially after my son was born and I adopted my husband's older two children. They really, really, really needed a mother. And so if I don't respond to you on a weekend, it's not because I'm avoiding you. It's just that I don't usually check my email on the weekend. I gotta have that time. It's mine, especially right now, because I don't know about y'all, but I am not sleeping well.
No.
My sleep is just pretty cruddy. So I survive by trying to sleep in on the weekends, and I take a nap on the weekends when I can. So, needless to say, I have baskets full of clean clothes that have been there since, November that need to be dealt with. It's clean. It's not dirty clothes. It's just clean clothes. I just haven't put them up. So, yeah. So if I don't answer, you don't take it personally. It's just I don't answer anybody on the weekends that's related to school unless it's something urgent. If it's something urgent, usually the principal is calling me saying, hey, okay, yeah, I'll deal with that. Second thing, if you're doing a formative assessment that's assisted, that's just a daily grade. It's 30% of your overall grade. The grades that count the most are your summatives. And we've only had one since we came back from Christmas break. And that one was your CER. Okay. I have not started grading those yet. I'm going to start working on those probably tomorrow afternoon. Before I go pick up my son to take him to the orthodontist. He's getting his braces in a couple of weeks. So we have to do all the scanning and all that. Those of you that have been through it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's gonna have some teeth pulled here in a couple of weeks, and then there will be a day that I'm gone. But I don't think it affects you. It affects my due date because they only do those appointments like in the morning, and it's like that. I'm a teacher. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll take the day off and do this. Okay, whatever. So anyway, summative assessments. Those are the ones that are weighted at 70%, and those are the ones that we remediate and redo. Okay. For clarification, like I said. Remember on Wednesday and Friday, Wednesday of this week when you all are home, remember you still got to log in for attendance. You got that attendance form to fill out. This Friday's a B day. Finally, we have a B day. And so I do not expect to see you guys unless there's just something you need. I'll be here. I have students until noon, and then after that, if you guys need something, you can always email and say, hey, I got a question. And we can do that. Or, hey, I need a Google Meet, and then I can do that. So that's where we're at. We're starting a new unit, Newton's Laws of Motion. And as I've told you all along, I always teach it from the perspective of car crashes. I think it makes things more interesting. And it also kind of ties in our engineering project that we're going to do before spring break, which is on concussion prevention. I've got lots of pictures of car crashes. I have lots of pictures from when the drunk driver hit my car in October. My husband did suffer a minor concussion from it, even though he was only going 11 miles an hour when she hit him, because the way she sheared the side of my car, it kind of knocked his head around a little bit. He doesn't remember hitting it, but it definitely kind of sloshed the brain. And those of you who have had a concussion, you know that there's no space for the brain to go. It's in a very tightly bound container. So that is where we are leading up to. We're going to be talking about Newton's laws, how the forces, masses, and accelerations are related. We're going to talk about momentum because momentum is energy in motion. When you talk about potential and kinetic energy, what's the big deal about those things? Why do we care about those things? Well, in a car crash, we care a whole lot about those things because it could mean the difference between walking away or being seriously hurt or killed. And that was one of the biggest things was when I got the phone call that night from OnStar saying, Mrs. Daniels, we've lost contact with your husband. I went, what? And they're like, no, ma'am, he's fine. We just can't hear, he can't hear us. We can hear him. But in my mind, at that instant, I'm thinking he's, because I knew he'd been in a wreck. I knew it was bad enough I had to go get him. I just didn't know how bad it was until I got there. And I was like, oh boy. Okay. My oldest son had gone with him. I'd sent him out on a taco run to this one particular taco place in Fayetteville. It's called Marlowe's Taco Shack, and it really is a shack that they serve the best tacos and cheese dip. And I could eat it as opposed to Taco Bell, which makes me sick. So, Nathan told his father, he says, Mom is going to be so mad. And my husband says, no, she's not. Nate goes, yeah, she is. He didn't use the word mad. And Chris, my husband, said, she's not going to be mad because we walked away. And so that's my point of view on car crashes is how are cars built to keep people safe? Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you a 20-minute video by Dr. Griffin Jones. He is he has his PhD, but he's actually a high school teacher. And he did a presentation 2 years ago in St. Louis. I didn't get to go because I'd had major surgery. And but two of my colleagues from West got a picture with him and sent it to me because he didn't get to autograph it, but it's a digital picture and it made me happy. So, video, we got some questions on the video afterward. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about force, mass, and acceleration. That's Newton's second law. The reason we spend so much time with Newton's second law is that's the one with the math. Okay. Hey, Riley.
Hello.
Something I want to do